What's a good website to waste a whole night on? Careful there, friend. I asked the same question 8 years ago and someone said Reddit. I'm still here procrastinating. Well, did you check it out yet? 8-year cake day, can confirm. I found this one off an old AskReddit thread a couple weeks back, but definitely wasted some hours on it. Sandspiel Club. I told myself this is neat, but kinda boring, and then proceeded to spend 30 minutes playing with it. Hey, I used to play something similar, if anybody is interested, and Ball JP loved it as a kid. Salty.com. 2 bots compete in a fighting game with user-made characters, and you bet fake money on it. A match between Godzilla and Ronald McDonald can get surprisingly hype. This was right below the Pornhub answer, made me think it meant something else. Just watching. Twitch TV. Salty.com. This site that chooses a random spot on Earth each time you refresh and shows you the Google Street View of it. Spend hours planning all the trips you'll never take. You might also enjoy Geoguessr, random place on Earth from Street View, and have to guess where you've landed. Imagine clicking this and seeing your house. Then you laugh, say it's rigged, but notice yourself in the photo. Then, you see yourself move in real time before your phone unexpectedly dies. You turn around and someone grabs. Honestly, if you've got a buddy or two you can call. Wiki races are super fun. Someone picks a starting article and the other picks an ending article. For instance, Mongolian throat yodel into the Vietnam War, and you can only go page to page by using hyperlinks in the article. No CTRL plus F, and no C similar. It's actually really fun to see how people's brains work when it comes to this. There's also the version where you go from a random article to Hitler wiki page, but that's way too easy. Edit. Okay, I get it. Mongolian throat yodel into Vietnam War is easy. It was just the first two things that popped into my head. Lol. Edit to Chrome / Deno to play the Deno game in full screen. I remember this from a few months ago. Someone used the example from McDonald's to Hitler. I don't know why I remember this or why it's so funny. This game's pretty chill. NGL. Love this game. And just recently I discovered you can play it on the Wikigame.com, which can track the different pages you go through to reach the end. Zooniverse.org, citizen science platform, help scientists while having fun with their real projects, like looking for exoplanets, or features on Mars, or many more in many fields. Edit. Wow, thank you all for the awards. Close bracket. This was totally unexpected to see it pop up on Reddit. I'm no more active there, but it's really awesome. I'd also suggest Maps.org. Basically, you can mark places on map to help humanitarians and help the vulnerable. I got excited because I thought it would have something to do with the mighty Bush. Still very cool though. I have wasted hours on this, and I don't know Chrome experiment.com. Examples include Stranger Things, Old Town Road. I just did this one by ear. Pizza time. Edit. I've added a bassline and drums, though not by a 6/8 time is fun. Chrome experiment.com just made a little something with this. Lol. Edit. This blew up. Holy. I'm no music producer. Lol. I just tried it out. Edit 2. Listening to everybody's contributions and loving it so far. Edit 3. Just created a new one. Lol. This music lab thing is becoming my new addiction. Lol. Eraud.org, science, history, experiences, and lore about just about every drug, herb, and chemical that humans can consume. There are some fascinating and horrific experience stories. Damn, what a throwback. Used to read those stories in high school. I think I know what I'm doing for the next hour. The Deliriant stories are absolutely phenomenal. They really transport you to a different place when you read them. Is stumble upon still a thing? That was my Reddit before I migrated years ago. It's actually Mixcom now. You mean besides the one you're on? Op has multiple tabs. Are you asking about Reddit or the furry porn? They said a good website. Not sure whether anyone else has recommended Little Alchemy. There's also Little Alchemy 2, but I prefer the original. It's a one-player game where you begin with 4 elements: air, earth, water, and fire. By pairing them with one another in every possible way, you create other element. Evidently, there are 500 plus to find. It's extremely used to play Doodle God way back in the day on addicting games. Site has changed, game became an app, got a sequel, and now similar titles. You start feeling old. I used to play this all the time in school. Little Alchemy is definitely something I can vouch for, and yeah, the original is definition better. Quickly lose track of time on YouTube. Once you fall down the rabbit hole there, it's easy to waste your whole night. Am I the only one who gets recommended the same videos over and over? I currently have 67 tabs of YouTube videos open. I like to open loads at a time and then just binge them all when I get bored and then find a load more. Me and my Discord buds just spent a few hours messing with Rave DJ. Pick 2 or more songs, copy plus paste their YouTube/Spotify links, and let an AI try to mash them up. You can get some surprisingly good results if you give some good effort, or from just slapping the most random cheers together. Making AIs do things is always a fun time waster tbh. Pedit, holy moly, I woke up to so many not ifs. I'm glad you'll love my suggestion, and amazing and hilarious mixes y'all. OEDIT2, seems my comment about this got buried, so tossing here. If you're having issues with the site not working properly, X, links disappearing, search is not working, it's because a surge of traffic seemingly broke it. It should start working properly once everything calms down. So maybe try tomorrow? I didn't think my comment would bring down an entire website. Whoops, the most blurst thing ever. Holy duck, it could almost be a normal song. Ice Ice Baby and Under Pressure. SCP Wiki. Oh yeah, if you've never seen it before, you can spend hours. I think I spent a full workday reading it when I first discovered it. Edit. Thank you for all the cake day wishes. Explain. Webkins. When I was a kid, that chiz was crack. I say like crack because I was addicted to crack 3 years ago, 1 year sober, and Webkins almost gives me the same feeling. Congrats on your sobriety. Crack was a hard one for me to quit. 2 years sober. That's chiz is a fucking devil. I had over 70 Webkins. That website was fire. Come on people, learn to use links. And maybe describe what the thing is. No kidding. This is super frustrating. TV tropes. That website could be a college course. No. I won't do it. You can't pull me back in. I finally escaped that black hole. All it'd take is one click and you're done for. TV tropes. Not even once. Can't ever go wrong with trusty old Wikipedia. I can just keep on clicking articles for hours, and even if it's not the most accurate source, I've found out about a lot of cool chiz on there. I think I have like 160 tabs open in the app, and I don't even use it that much. LMAO. Wikipedia gets me too. I will be studying for college and run across a theory for counseling I'm not familiar with and open Wikipedia to see what they got to say. Before I know it, 4 hours have passed. I'm no longer looking at theories, I'm looking at scientific space chiz that I don't fully understand. My assignment is due in 2 hours and I don't even have a 1/4 of it done. I should probably stay away from Wikipedia for a while lol. If you enjoy that, try this game. Think of 2 subjects, go to the page for one, and try to get to the page for the other using only the links provided. Radio who come from all over the world through the decades. Enjoy discovering different cultures. In this vein, Radio Garden is fantastic. It's a globe interface that links you to all sorts of internet radios. Want to listen to Parisian pop? Go for it. The Pope pontificating? Sure. There are so many channels from around the world, all live. My 90s vibe brought this website up before, but it's such a great thing. It's a fun, novelty website where you can easily lose yourself for hours with nostalgia. Basically it uses YouTube videos to simulate watching TV in 90s and allows you to specify the year you want, along with what categories you want to see when you change channels. They also have a My 80s TV and a My 70s TV. I love this, but really want a zeros version. Yes, it's very comforting to watch this instead of all the virus stuff. Challenging game about squares, haha. I've only gotten to level 20? I can't remember, and that might be an overshot. Just got to level 20 to prove I'm better than you. Dude, I couldn't get past level 4. Pornhub. The whole night is 5 minutes. You know what? I'll say it, Roblox. I can vouch for this. One day my kids asked for help beating a bee, and I was hooked ever since. As a 20-year-old I love this game, and spend too much money on it as well. My 7-year-old cousin got me hooked. Duolingo. I don't know man. I don't wanna duck with that owl. Not after being forced to use it for Spanish clap. Cool math games. Rintu is the GOAT. Zombo, you can do anything you want at Zombo.com. Anything at all? What the duck did I just listen to? What? I spent hours on Neil Fun. All I have learned so far is that I'm woefully out of my depth when it comes to the price of auctioned art. Wow. Thank you for this. I spent a lot of time learning about various deep sea creatures and feeling completely distraught and in awe of what we've learned about the deep sea and how far we've gone. Amazing. Also the deep space one was cool too. I'd probably say Wattpad. I read a lot of cringy fan fictions. How has nobody said this yet? My whole library is filled to the brim with cringe from when I was 13. Beep Boop Bitcoin, text adventure game about Bitcoin. It's very sarcastic and very well done. Don't venerably much a one-time read of each email conversation, but still gave me some great laughs. Edit. Man, how times and my humor have changed in the past 10 years. That's hardly funny. The dude is just an A. I have a book from the 90s before emails were widespread called Idiot Letters, where a comedian sent big companies ridiculous letters and they would respond very confused. It's like this website, but has being ridiculous instead of radar/watch pleady inside. The Blesspeak Games wake up in a dark, freezing room. Stoke the flames. Not mobile friendly $1.99 on App Store, just an FYI. I think this is the best game I've ever played online. It takes a good 10 to 20 hours to beat it, but boy that first 20 minutes puts people off. Neopets. I'm pretty sure it's owned by Scientologists now. Edit. I have been corrected. The Scientologists sold it in 2005, although the GUG still owns Mouse. Your childhood may be tainted, but you can go start a new account unencumbered. Sporkle. I could spend days on end trying to play all the quizzes available. Etsy for me. I could sit there browsing for hours looking through every ounces, then cry because of how much better everyone is compared to me. I love looking at how expensive everything is, say I could make that myself, try to make it myself, and then give up. The process repeats. Omegle for sure. One night my college friends and I got drunk and were on it from 10 PM till the sun was up and in the sky on TV. If you want the real experience, it's the same site/company but with 100k users online at any given time. Shorpy engine for pictures in the National Archives. Amazing old photographs with search capabilities. The SCP Wiki. Yes, I spent many hours looking at this. Check out TV tropes if you want to learn about all the various cliches and stock tropes you've encountered in media. If you're not sure where to start, pick your favorite book, movie, TV show, video game, comic book, album, or even internet celeb. You'll be amazed to learn what cliches have names, formal or otherwise, and how often you've seen them. It's like standing in London and asking for directions to England. My friend, you're there. Don't think I've ever heard that. I like it. Explore.org. This site has many live cams on animals. My favorite is the Decorah Eagle Cam. Eaglets just born this week. I think they fledge in about a month. So fascinating. Club Penguin. Rip Prairie.net. You're welcome. Google Maps. People doesn't seem to realize how crazy it is to be able to see literally the whole planet. If you showed this to a person who lived 50 years ago, they'd be amazed. I have spent entire evenings just scrolling across distant countries, checking out villages in the far east of Russia or some desert in Mongolia, clicking on random landmarks, and using Wikipedia to learn about random places. It made me realize more how many people actually live on this planet, and how big it is. As a European, I noticed that the Alps are actually not that big. There are lots of mountain ranges with much higher mountains in them that I guarantee you have never heard of. I think it is an amazing tool that can really give you perspective. People use it in their daily lives to find the nearest Starbucks, but it is much more than that. Reddit, and Pornhub. This is sucks you in flashbanite.com. Homesterina. Play emulator.com. Play retro games online within your browser in the highest quality available. GBA, Gamma Boy Advance, SNES, Super Nintendo, N64, Nintendo 64, PSX, PlayStation, Sega and more. Emulator games play free on computers, tablets, and mobile phones. Very cool site. And tropes can be a huge time sink if you're not careful. At one point, I had 2 separate windows full of at least 10 tropes tabs. If you wanna get lost, I recommend going to Dwarf Fortress and just opening up pages to all unfamiliar tropes. Windows 93 Net found that site the last time one of these threads were posted, and it ducking ruined me. You could spend days clicking random chiz and still find something new. First go to www.reddit.com. Then click on r/public freakout and enjoy the train wreck. Before you know it, 3 hours have passed. Actsoftgod.com stories about a guy who owns a used video /console repair place in the late 90s. Moviemistakes.com. A lot of inconsequential stuff, but a lot of things so obvious you'll wonder how you ever missed them. AI Dungeon. I wasn't able to get a link, but I think you can play it as an app and on browser. Basically, it's a story-based, text-based game where you work together with an AI to write a story, and him talk in literally anything. Anything you can imagine, this AI will write it for you. Yes, even NSFW stuff, which from experience the AI is just as good at writing those as it is any other scene. It's ducking awesome, man. If you wanna have an AI write something specifically for you while you're putting in minimum effort, this is for you. It is wonky at times, but overall, it is very good. A Dungeon.io banger. I had sex with a bear. Humanbenchmark.com. Your brain with number memory, reaction time, verbal memory, visual memory, hearing and typing speed. Learn things while accumulating grains of rice which are then donated. The questions get harder as you get more right. It's pretty neat. Edit, clarification. The wiki game is a pretty good one. The objective of the game is to start at one Wikipedia page and race against other people to a completely different Wikipedia page by clicking on links to different articles. You could definitely spend at least an hour on it. I have no idea why, but I get a massive kick out reading 1-star reviews on Yelp, especially with Pizza Huts in California. I read one where a driver tipped himself $100 from a guy's card without the customer knowing until the bank sent him an email saying his account is overdrawn. Why? Because apparently the customer didn't tip him and that Pizza Hut location didn't give a chiz that their driver basically committed fraud. There's actually a whole podcast on Spotify dedicated to reading 1-star reviews on various types of places in the USA and the rest of the world. It's called Beach Too Sandy, Water Too Wet. I highly recommend them. I've gotten to a point where I'm literally just sitting watching hentai for the plot. Sleeptrip.com. Thessalus.com. Used to browse this bad boy all the time. I spent one night reading info on yokai.com/finder/interesting, hot, and terrifying stories detailing a good amount of Japanese, Chinese, and Indian folklore on oni, demons, spirits, etc. I wish there were more sites like this for other cultures that was as user-friendly. SCP Foundation Wiki. Archive.org. Miniclip. TV Tropes. I was there so much time. No, I'm not kidding. It's a site, and it's beautiful. 10/10. Would recommend. It's a site dedicated to Reddit reposts. Kissanime and Reddit. Everyone should visit the Time Cube. The actual F. Hopefully this won't be removed as self-promotion, but I created this music toy a couple months ago. The original version I found online was written in Flash, which is barely supported. Max Lawmaster on the tiles. Make music. Coolmathgames.com is everyone's childhood website. Edit. Oh, and definitely BrainPop.com. It's an educational website, but it is very informative and fun to watch. If you'd like to get lost while getting to know about every/any music genre, it comes in a minimalist cloud interface. Every no eyes. My favorite is going onto Wikipedia and someone presses a random article. Let's say it lands on monarch butterfly. Then you both randomize again and have to get to monarch butterfly using the blue click links. Whoever gets there first wins. I was in an LDR for 3 years. Quarantine ain't gotchas on me. Try this Jitha bio. We're all already here. The editing room scripts for movies. Some of the funniest stuff you'll read. This thread is like going to a bar and asking if anyone knows a good place to get a drink around here. Are we not good enough? I'm surprised no one has said this, but I ducking love Little Alchemy. Easy, YouTube, Reddit, Quora, or the Clank Horn Pub. I love Horn Pub. Great place if you want your beer served from a trumpet. Edit. Thanks so much for silver. First time getting a medal. Oh my. You watched until the end? That's ducking awesome, dude. Thanks for watching.